Hi, I'm John Alsop, and I'm here to run through an outline of content marketing, how to win with content marketing. So let's start with what is content. Content's almost anything you can put on a web page. So if we start with text-based things, we've got PR and editorial, press releases and articles, we've got your blog, we've got tweets, we've got a white paper, we've got jokes, we've got checklists, sets of instructions, obviously ordinary web pages. Then there's visual stuff, for instance, photographs, cartoons, infographics, videos, artworks, Facebook Live, and sound-based things, songs, live broadcast of the Dawn Chorus, podcasts. And when you're looking around for content and thinking about content, check also every customer contact point, because even reminder letters are content. But to be content marketing, it has to be useful or entertaining to your prospects. And the check for that is, do they look forward to what you produce? But also, content marketing is there to drive traffic and sales. And to do that, we want to bring people back to some central place where we can start to enter into some engagement cycle, get their email address, start writing to them, and so on. Maybe get them to buy something off the page, whatever. So, but we would tend to have, it can just be the website, so that all of the social media that you do, all the email marketing that you do, brings everybody back to the website, and then on the website we convert them into prospects and upsell them, downsell them, and do all the other stuff that we normally do. Now, content marketing needs to be organized. When you're producing valuable stuff that you want people to sign up to receive, and so you're really forming some kind of psychological contract with the prospect, and so they want to be able to sign up to, I signed up to John Alsop's marketing newsletter, and now I get, and it's a weekly thing, and I get it at 6 o'clock every morning, every Monday morning, and it's got marketing tips in it. And that's why I gave him my email address, and he is delivering on that, and I'm happy. And so long as that keeps going, they're happy. No one's going to sign up for something haphazard. So you need a vehicle to put your content marketing in. So that could be a newsletter, it could be a mailing list, it could be like a regular podcast or a video series or whatever. But regularity is quite a big part of it. Now, this is the key thing. This is, out of all of this video, this is the key thing. No one cares what I think. No one cares what you think. Do not write about what you care about. Write about what your prospects care about. Now, I see that. I see this all the time. What it is when you work in an area, you become expert in what you do. And the things that you learn early on, the wow things, I didn't know you could do this, the techniques and the time-saving methods that you use every single day because you're a skilled practitioner, are new to everybody else, and you are beyond bored with them. So you don't even think about, you don't even know you're doing them, because they've become part of your DNA, because you are a baker, or you are a car repair person, or you are an internet marketer. These are the things that you do are just second nature, but they're new and interesting revelations to your prospects. So you need to write about the things that are interesting to your prospects. The things that are interesting to you are way out in outer space, way beyond what your prospects are bothered about. So I see it all the time. The usual sense when people do content marketing is it's kind of grandiloquence. It's you need to improve your status and show that you're an expert and so on, and that's kind of okay, but it is just a lot better. People don't care how good we are, you and me. They just want their own concerns sorted out, and so if we address that, then your content marketing will get shared, will get pointed to. So when it gets shared, it reaches new people. When it gets pointed to, when people share a link to it, that raises your position in Google. It's all good if you serve your customers. So it's service, not grandiloquence. So that's the most important thing of the whole thing. So how do you find out what your prospects' concerns are? Forums are, I know it's not necessarily the first thing that you would think about, but they are under not thought of as highly as they should be. If you, whatever area you work in, there is probably a forum to discuss the issues that you have and that are arising in your industry. So I don't know, Atkins diet stuff, there will be people in a forum somewhere talking about Atkins diet stuff and having questions. There are your questions, there are your prospects' questions. In the previous video, we looked at Google search engine optimization and keyword kind of research, but there is also, and so that could tell you, for instance, if people are more interested because they search more on red wine than white wine, for instance. But Google Trends, if you Google that, that will tell you whether interest in red wine is rising or falling, and interest in white wine is rising or falling. So obviously you want to be writing about things that people are increasingly interested in. It's the same marketing adage, go where your customers are, and that's fine when you're positioning a shop, and it's fine in all kinds, but it works in search engine optimization as well. You want to be where the traffic is, be where people are searching. You want to be there when people are searching for particular key phrases. Think about what people are employing you to do. So again, and this can be very simple. If you're a plumber and this year you fitted more bathrooms than usual or got more inquiries about bathrooms, then talk about bathrooms, because the market's telling you that's where the interest is. And again, people will employ you to do things that you think are mundane, and probably only 1 in 10 or 1 in 100 projects actually, from your point of view, takes you forward in terms of personal development and is interesting to you. All the other ones are interesting to your prospects. And also, what questions do prospects and customers ask? And you might, if there's more than you, well, first of all, if there is only you, it is a bit of a skill, kind of separating yourself from the customer questions. So you have your conversation with the customer, but also in the back of your head you're thinking, well, I need to write these questions down, or I need to remember these questions. And so when the conversation's over with the customer, then you write down the questions in a place where you're gathering all of the questions, so that at the end of the week or the end of the month you can look at the questions that you got asked, work out which were the popular ones. That's what you can write about, and that can turn into a FAQ, another piece of content. And please don't just sit down and go, oh, I know what the customers want, I can write an FAQ, bang bang, tap tap, there you go, publish that. You know, an FAQ should be a living document. It should reflect absolutely the questions that your customers are asking in their terms, most popular at the top, you know. And if it isn't just you in an organization, then I would suggest building a system so that everybody who has customer contact feeds back these questions, so you know what customers are asking and you can write content to answer their questions. Now, everything you do should come seamlessly, as if from the same, I mean, it's all going to come from the company. So you could, if you get this part sorted, then you can employ copywriters or filmmakers or whatever and give them these guidelines, so that everything seems to come from the same place. So there's kind of three elements to it. Obviously, ignoring, you know, it's kind of taken as read that you have your visual branding sorted. So you've got your logo and your company colours and fonts and all the rest of it. So the first thing is try to be clear about your values. So these are the things that you will stand up for. So Ferrari don't create content about afternoon naps and comfy slippers, okay, because they stand for excitement. So if you want to know what you stand for, then go to johnallsop.com. That's got 2 L's and 2 P's in it, and I've got a tool there that will help you work through your brand values and work out what they are and nail them on, so you've got them to guide content production. Now, personality is different to values. You can be cheerful and value reliability, and you can also be glamorous and value reliability. So there's a personality type, and again, I've got a tool for that. If you want to get in touch, then I can help with that. So there's personality and the values that you stand for. And also, it's most of the time very useful to define an imaginary someone who is your ideal customer and have them in mind. Give them a name, call them Brian, and then go around saying, well, what would Brian think to this? You know, and define him or her, whatever your, you know, Brian's 44, listens to Kraftwerk and drives a whatever Audi, I don't know what cars are, whatever, but you know, drives that, works here, has got this much money, you know, wants this out of life, is married, isn't married, is ill, isn't ill, you know, favorite foods, go shopping, where they go shopping, all, you know, just, you know, are they religious, what race are they? Just delve in and create this person so that you know them, and that's your ideal customer, and then that's the person that you're writing to. So you don't kind of, when you create content, it's not like you're getting on a podium and speaking to a stadium. You're intimately talking to one person. So all of these pieces of content are one-to-one piece of content that just happen to be to 10,000 people. Now, there's a lot of rules there, a lot of stuff. Don't worry about it. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about how to simplify it and just get started. Because really, with marketing, often it is just getting started. Because the knowledge of the market comes from the marketing. So you just need to do what you can do, and then the next step will become clear. So don't worry about all of those rules that I've, you know, ignore what I've just said. You know, those are all great. Those are all where you should be. That's the idea, is to give a sense of the breadth and the size and the possibility of content marketing. but you can't just start that tomorrow. You've got to kind of build up to it. So that's what we'll do in the next video. So I'll see you in that one.